pleasant morning to one and all. It is said that a child's best friend is its mother, and the human race has been blessed with the most beautiful, loving, understanding and caring mother, Mother Mary. Just as she looked after Jesus and cared for his every need, even today her tender loving care is upon each and every one of us as she prays for us and showers us with her blessings. So today, let us celebrate Mother Mary's birthday as she is the patron saint of our school. We begin our program with the opening hymn by our Marian choir. Is gone. God knows our pain and His promise remains. He will be with us always. Let us listen to the Bible reading by Mrs. Rosita Martin.
Today's Bible reading taken from the book of Romans chapter 8 verses 28 to 30. We know that in all things God works for good with those who love Him, those whom He has called according to His purpose. Those whom God has already chosen, He has also set apart to become like His Son, so that the Son would be the first among many brothers. And so, those whom God has set apart, He called, and those He called, He put His right with Himself, and He shared His glory with them. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
Now we have the welcome address by Mrs. Emerine Lucock.
Mary was raised to the dignity of being Mother of God, and because of her dedication and service to the Lord, that she has brought us many favors. And thus we venerate her today, the September 8th, along with our institution that has stood for 56 years. Good morning to one and all present here. I take immense pleasure in welcoming our chief guest, Reverend Father Jayapalan SDB, a Salesian of Don Bosco for the last 44 years. Father Jayapalan is also a former provincial of the Chennai province for the last 6 years. He was the national coordinator of the faith formation at India level of Conference of Catholic Bishops. He is specialized in Catholic religious education with a doctorate in Rome. Welcome, Father. I would like to welcome our Chairman, Honorable Chief Justice Shri J. Kanagaraj, former Judge of the Madras High Court, our correspondent Shri L. Palamalai, IAS retired, our trustees Mr. Shaktidhar and Mrs. Leelama John with the other trustee members, our principal Mrs. J. Miriam Masila Jayarani, our vice principal Mr. R. Ganesh, our headmistress Mrs. Tilagavati Perumal, teaching, non-teaching staff, and to you, my dear friends. I heartily welcome one and all this virtual celebration of the birthday of Mary, our Mother. Kindly sit back, enjoy the program, and receive Mary, our Mother's blessings. Thank you.
Dance is the joy of movement and the heart of life. Let us watch the amazing dancers of our school perform the welcome dance.
வேளாங்கண்ணியில் ஆரோக்கியம் பொழிகின்ற உந்தன் திருக்காட்சி அற்புத காட்சி அம்மா மரியே அற்புத காட்சி அம்மா வேளாங்கண்ணியில் ஆரோக்கியம் பொழிகின்ற உந்தன் திருக்காட்சி அற்புத காட்சி அம்மா மரியே அற்புத காட்சி அம்மா சொற்களில் அடங்காத சுந்தரமே மரியே சொற்களில் அடங்காத சுந்தரமே மரியே சூழ்ந்து உன்னை வணங்கி உலகம் கொண்டாடுதே சொற்களில் அடங்காத சுந்தரமே மரியே சூழ்ந்து உன்னை வணங்கி உலகம் கொண்டாடுதே மாமா மபதகாக கமரி சாசா சரிச நீதா நிச மாமா மனித சாசா சசரி நீதா தனி சரி நிரிசா கா 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 காமரி ரிச நீதா நிச காமரி ரிசா சச கா 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 மாமா மதாத நீதா சச 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 அற்புத காட்சி அம்மா மரியே அற்புத காட்சி அம்மா ஆதவனை ஆடையன அணிந்தவளே ஈராறு விண்மீன்களை புனைந்தவளே ஆதவனை ஆடையன அணிந்தவளே ஈராறு விண்மீன்களை புனைந்தவளே பாதிப்பிறை நிலா ஓடத்திலே ஜெகஜோதியை ஏந்தி இங்கு எழுந்தவளே பாதிப்பிறை நிலா ஓடத்திலே ஜெகஜோதியை ஏந்தி இங்கு எழுந்தவளே நீதி நேய
திமி தச்சுடு தக்கிட்ட தஜம் தகிட்ட தகதி குததி கிட்ட தகதா தகிடுதா தகதி குததி கிட்ட தகதா தகிடுதா தகதா கிட்ட தகிட்டதா.
ஒளிமயமானவும் காட்சியிலே அகவிருள் விலகுதம்மா. உலகினர்கான உன் பரிந்துரையில் உள்ளங்கள் மகிழுதம்மா. பல வகையான நோய் நொடிகள் உன்னால் நீங்குதம்மா. மலையென தோன்றும் துன்பமெல்லாம் மறைந்தே போகுதம்மா. கலைமொழியால் உன்னை அனுதினமும் பாடுகிறோம் கொண்டாடுகிறோம். கனிரசம் பெருகிய கருணையினை நாடுகிறோம் மன்றாடுகிறோம். தலைமகன் இயேசுவில் வாழ்வுற எம்மை வழி நடத்தும் தாரகையே தாய்மரியே.
Music is the strongest form of magic. Let's listen to a Marian choir sing a special song in Tamil.
Arare
have the English speech by the SPL of our school, Sri Darshini of 12th Standard C section.
Good morning to everyone. Today we celebrate the feast of birth of Mother Mary. This feast provides us with an occasion of praise and thanksgiving in honor of personal sanctity, an occasion of Mary as the mother of Jesus. There is nothing contained in the scripture about the birth of Mary or her parentage, though Joseph's lineage is given in the first chapter Gospel of Matthew. The names of Mary's parents are Joachim and Anna appear in the apocryphal Gospel of James, a book dating from the 2nd century, not a part of the authentic canon of scripture. According to this account, Joachim and Anna were beyond the years of childbearing, but they prayed and fasted that God would grant their desire for a child. God listened to their prayers and granted them the child. According to tradition, the house in which Mary was born in Nazareth is the same one in which the Annunciation took place. She was offered in God's holy temple and remained there. She was a great example of zeal in holiness. Withdrawn from the frivolous society, however, she reached full age. The law required that she should leave the temple. She was entrusted by the priest to Joseph, her bridegroom, the guardian of her virginity, a steadfast observer of law from his youth. Mother Mary was blessed to be born without original sin, stated in the Catholic dogma known as Immaculate Conception. Mother Mary was also known as Star of the Sea, Queen of Heaven, Lady of Good Health, Cause of a Journey, Mary helped Christians, etc. Our Lady's answer was always yes to the will of God, and she has sacrificed a lot along the way. Mother Mary had appeared few times to the mankind in different parts of the world. In India, this has happened at Velanganni near Nagapattinam on 3 occasions in 16th to 17th century. Mother Mary had appeared to a lame boy selling buttermilk who was sighted with his lameness. A chapel was built in this place called Madhakulam now. Portuguese ship is in the danger of sinking. The sailors prayed to Mother Mary for help, and the storm subsided and they reached the shore safe. They built a chapel by the sea and continued to enhance it whenever they came to this place again. Mother Mary will always intercede to your prayers as students. Thank you.
Now, the next English speech is by Hanifa Shaheen of 4th Standard D section.
Good morning to everyone gathered here. I am Hanifa Shaheen. I am here to speak about our patron Saint Mother Mary. Mary was the daughter of Saint Anne and Joachim. She was chosen by God to be the mother of his son. Jesus announced Mary to be our mother when he said to John from the cross, "Behold your mother." John represents us, and hence Jesus declares Mary to be our mother. She is the role model of mothers. She sets the example of love and faithfulness to God. Mary is known by many titles: Our Lady of Lourdes, Our Lady of Good Health, Our Lady of Velankanni, Our Lady of Snow, and so on. She intercedes for us, and she is the help of the sick, and she intercedes for sinners. The Assumption of Our Lady is celebrated on 15th August every year. Today, we celebrate the birthday of Our Lady every year. And thus, I would like to conclude by saying, may Mary bless us and continue to protect us from this deadly virus, Corona. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Now, we have a message and benediction by Father Jaipalan, STB, a Salesian of Don Bosco for 44 years and a Catholic priest for 34 years.
Happy feast, my dear friends, my dear members of the management, the staff, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, and the support staff, and all the lovely children of St. Mary's Higher Secondary School, parents who are watching this, and friends who are participating in this program. I wish every one of you a wonderful, happy feast of our Mother Mary, Our Lady of Velankani. Today, the 8th of September, we are having all over the world the feast of Mother Mary, our Mother of Velankani, our Mother of Health. I pray that Mother Mary blesses every one of you. Mother Mary is the mother of us all, whichever religion we belong to, whether Christians, Catholics, or Hindus, Muslims, or any religion that we belong to. Mother Mary blesses all of us. She is the mother of the whole world. Mother Mary brought Jesus into the world, and Jesus, 33 years, he lived 30 years with Mother Mary at home in Nazareth. And 3 years Jesus went around preaching, curing, doing good to people, and finally he was put on the cross. At the foot of the cross was our Blessed Mother there, together with another disciple, John. Jesus, hanging on the cross, looking at John, tells him, "Take Mother Mary as your mother." And looking at Mother, he said, "Mother, take this son as your son." And taking that son, John, the disciple of Jesus, as her own son, she has taken all of us into her heart. And all these 2000 years, we are seeing that. She loves everyone. In Velankani, there are not only Catholics and Christians, but there are Hindus, Muslims, people of other religions coming from different parts of India. She protects all of us. Therefore, my dear friends, I wish every one of you a very, very, very happy feast of Our Lady of Velankani. Just two things I would like to share with you. Basically, what Mother Mary teaches us, in that there are 3 points what I would like to share with you. Mother Mary lived with God, lived with Jesus, lived with God in her heart. And she gives us that sense. All of us, whichever religion we belong to, we need to grow with a sense of God. All our children through this matriculation school, St.Mary'S Matriculation School, girls' school or boys' school at the college, whichever of the old trust, every child, every boy, every girl needs to grow with sense of God, whichever religion we belong to. But God is the center of our lives. God was the center of Mother Mary's life. Secondly, Mother Mary grew with a sense of generosity, compassion, love for the needy people. For example, as soon as she conceived Jesus in her womb, she heard her cousin Elizabeth was pregnant 6 months. She walked about 200 kilometers. Okay? And she went there to assist her for 6 months. And after that she went back. As soon as she heard, and same during when Jesus was starting his public ministry, public life, there was a marriage in Cana in Galilee in Israel, and Jesus was there, Mother Mary was there. During the marriage, important food item was missing. It ran short, like let's say biryani in our marriage functions. And Mother Mary noticed that. She went and told Jesus, "I know you can work miracles and take care of this couple and this situation." And Jesus worked a miracle, changed water into wine, which was served as in Israel. Wine was normal thing for a meal, and that wine ran short, and Jesus worked a miracle. And Mother Mary was there. She told Jesus to work that miracle. And so my dear friends, second point. Third one, Mother Mary lived with a serene heart, happy heart. What I love to see, all of you children, to grow in the school through your studies, through this educational period, to live happily, live happy, joyful, serene. in all times. And Mother Mary in the Bible, we will see, she lived a very happy life, serene life, even in difficult times. Even when her son Jesus was dragged towards Calvary to be crucified on the cross. But Mother Mary would never curse anybody, never talk ill of people, never all time crying and crying and crying. But she felt sad, and she lived that sadness in her heart, but lived very serene, searching for God's way. Therefore, my dear friends, first thing what Mother Mary teaches us, to live with God in our hearts, to be sensitive to the needs of our neighbors, brothers and sisters in need. Thirdly, to live our life with serenity, joy, happiness in all times, even when we struggle. Second point I like to tell you, what I already shared, she has a very sensitive heart. Mother Mary today, through Velankani in Chennai in Tamil Nadu or in India, every country has got big churches, shrines where our Mother Mary appeared or did miracles, and till today people, millions of people are flocking. And I had the joy of visiting 32 countries in the last 3 years. For example, in Mexico, we have a big church of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico, the capital city. And that is the center for all of South America and for North America. Millions of people going there, flocking, getting miracles. And in Argentina, Lujan, where Our Lady appeared until today. And Lourdes we would have heard in France. And I have been there many times. And when you go there, you will see the stick hanging where the physically challenged person came on the stretcher. But after he was cured, he went away walking, throwing that stick there. Or Our Lady of Fatima in Portugal, or Częstochowa in Poland. We can go on. Every country has got a place, the church dedicated to a Blessed Mother like Velankani, and people go. Lakhs of people go. Any religion. Mother Mary is there to protect everybody. And one beautiful thing is that Mother Mary has been appearing to simple people, whether it's Lourdes, it's a child, okay, it's a 10-year, 12-year-old child, and 3 small children in Portugal, in Fatima. And in Mexico, Guadalupe is a shepherd boy, very poor boy, illiterate boy. Therefore, we can go on and on. In Velankani, to the physically challenged person, to the struggling sailors, Portuguese sailors in a ship, and many other miracles that you know. Therefore, my dear friends, today I'd like to wish every one of you a wonderful feast of our Blessed Mother. She is the mother of us all, for every one of you, and particularly I pray that all of you children grow happy, serene, protected by our Blessed Mother, guided by our Blessed Mother, and I wish every one of you teachers to mold these young minds, to mold these little ones, to grow God-centered, the other person-centered, and to grow happy, joyful, and optimistic. I wish every one of you, I thank the management for this wonderful opportunity that you gave me to give you a message, and I pray for every one of you. I seek Mother Mary's blessing, God's blessing on every one of you. God bless you. Have a nice day.
Now we have the closing hymn by our Marian choir, Ave Maria.
Yours and fill me with your love.
vote of thanks by our school ASPL Vidyalakshmi of 11C.
Good morning to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for today's event. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for giving us a way to celebrate our St.Mary'S fest successfully. Next, I would like to thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Reverend Father Jayapalan, Don Bosco Salesian, for finding his time to grace this occasion. My heartiest thanks to our correspondent, chairman and trustees for their constant support. I extend my thanks to our respected principal, vice principal and headmistress for giving me this chance to thank each and every one of you. I also thank our beloved teachers and non-teaching staff who are the backbones for today's program. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our parents and my dear friends for their support. Thank you one and all.